Very good morning and welcome. We are live once again at Germiston Stadium. This is the Super Sport Schools bringing you the South African Schools Athletics National High Schools Track and Field Championships. And what a beautiful day it is. It is a bit chilly this morning in Germiston, but nothing that is too bad for the athletes to handle. It is that time of the year where we're moving into the winter season. It looks like it's come a bit early, but the athletes will have to do their best to get warm and start putting this track as well as the field on fire. And it's going to be a beautiful day for track and field this morning. I hope you guys are excited and looking forward to a stellar day of athletics. Last night we had 5 events kicking us off, which was a shot put, high jump, a javelin throw. We also had the 10,000 meter walk, and this morning we'll be opening up with the 5 kilometer walk for the boys under 15, and we'll see some exciting athletics as well. And I hope you guys will be excited to watch some of your favorites. They'll be live right here on Super Sport Schools, and I hope you will find the action that you're looking for. If you're looking for track and field events, they will be separate. All the track events will be on the link you're on watching right now, and then we will share the other links for the various events, including the field events, the hammer, pole vault, triple jump, and so forth. So tune in and make sure that you enjoy it. As you can see on the track, the athletes are still just looking around, just testing the track, getting an idea and feel of what's to come. The first event on the track today will be the 5 kilometer walk for boys under 15. Last night we also had the amazing opening ceremony, which saw the flag as well as the torch. The schools, South African Schools Athletics National High School Championship track and field flag was lit, and it was an amazing way to open up, as well as the national anthem, where the athletes sang the national anthem for the opening of this amazing event. It is a 4-day event. Yesterday was day 1. We have entered day 2, and Friday it will be day number 4. So it is a big competition for the schools, and it's amazing, and it's so great to have school athletics back again. We've missed it, but here it is in full force, brought to you proudly by Super Sport Schools, and many days of action are coming up. Just to look at some of the programs, to look at some of the events to look forward to this morning. At 7:30 we've got the final boys 15 5 kilometer, which is gonna get us kick-started, and then from there we'll move to the final girls 13,500 meter, which is at 8 o'clock, and the 1,500 meter steeplechase event for boys 15 that will come immediately after the 1,500 for the girls under 13. That is at 10 minutes past 8, and then that will be followed by more 1,500 meter events. So the 1,500 meter will get us kicked off with the running events, but before that we've got the 5 kilometer walk. Yesterday we saw Christian Bester winning the 10,000 meter race. Christian Bester walking a time of 46.42 for that victory. I think he will be very happy with that. It was a solo walk for him, meaning that he was miles ahead of his competitors, definitely putting on a very good performance in that one. So let's see what the 5 kilometer boys under 15 will produce this morning. It is a chilly morning, which means it's brilliant weather actually for all the longer distance events. The sprinters would like it to be a bit warmer, but that is something that we will cross. It's a bridge we will cross when we get there later on this morning. So the first 100 meter for today will be the boys 1,300 meter. That is only at 10 o'clock. So still a long way before we get to the sprinters. But the 5,000 meter walk will get us started, as well as the 1,500 meter events, which are going to be surely exciting. We've got the heats coming up, and obviously some finals as well. Now for the boys under 19, we will see a straight final, and very strong athletes to look out for in this bunch of athletes that are running. But we'll give you the lane draws, we'll give you all the insight as well as all the news of who's running at what time, and just make sure, tune in. Feel free to swap between the different events. If you're looking for field events, there's a link available for that on Super Sport Schools. If you're looking for the track events, you will be with me over here and we'll be running through the track program together. So buckle up, it's going to be a very exciting day of track and field this morning. I'm looking forward to seeing what these youngsters will produce as we get this day underway. Athletes still just preparing, walking around. Still a bit of 7 minutes before the first event starts, and you can see the athletes on the track there. Those will be the walkers getting ready for the 5 kilometer walk for boys under 15, and immediately after that we will move into the girls 13,500 meter. So some track athletics that is lined up to warm up this track. Quite chilly this morning. I think it's almost under 18 degrees if I'm not mistaken. A chilly morning for athletics. But as soon as you're on the track, we all know that it's totally different atmosphere down there. The athletes will be filled with adrenaline. They'll be filled with passion and fire to make sure that they give their best. This is the South African Schools Athletics National High School Championships for track and field. So it is an important one, and it's a title that each and every one of these youngsters will be looking forward to get. You can see the parents there, as well as some of the coaches in the stands there, just excited to get the competition going. The athletes also sitting there in the stands. You can see everybody wearing jackets, meaning it is a bit chilly this morning compared to what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a slightly warmer day, afternoon that was, and the chill started in the evening. But beautiful day for athletics. You can see the morning rush, everybody just rushing to get their position in place to sit down. Athletes getting into the stand, getting ready for the first event to support their teammates. The SA Schools officials are also here, and everybody's just gearing up for what will be an amazing day. We are in Germiston Stadium. This is a stadium that has produced many great performances for track and field in South Africa. And today might be one of those days where we get to experience some of those great performances. So stay tuned, and it will be something to really look forward to as the week goes on, right into the beginning of the weekend on Friday. We will be closing off with an amazing fourth day of this competition. Those are the officials. They play an important role in making sure that this competition goes on, and it goes on in an excellent manner. There will be the officials that are making sure that the athletes are in the correct attire, in the correct kit, that they are adhering to the rules while they're running, and also just making sure that the times and all the stats are captured correctly. So they play a phenomenal role in this competition. School athletics is back, and that is the most important thing. We've missed having the school athletics on our screens, and we've got that again, and these young athletes will be out here to make a point to show themselves worthy of this competition, as well as worthy of representing their provinces, as they've traveled from all over the country to be here. First event is the boys 15 5-kilometer walk. We've got 10 athletes getting ready for this race. 10 athletes getting geared up for this one. for the boys under 15. We'll give you the lane draws shortly with all the athletes to look forward to seeing. And good representation in this event. We've got athletes from Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, Free State, Western Cape, Northwest, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape, as I mentioned earlier, and the Western Cape also represented in this one. So 10 athletes, they'll be lining up for the start of this race. And hopefully we will see each and every one of those athletes finishing. As you can see in your picture there, we've got the officials. These are the officials that are going to be making sure that this competition is running smoothly and running according to the program. And they are ready for the 5,000 meter athletes 5 kilometer walk. As they wait for the athletes to arrive, they are set up and ready to go. Conditions today here in Germiston, quite chilly weather. 13 degrees is what we have at the moment. Very different from the usual summer heat that we're used to here in Gauteng. It seems like winter has come a bit too early. But if you're joining in right now, it's a very warm welcome to you. This is the South African Schools Athletics National High School Track and Field Championship, presented to you by Super Sport Schools. The athletes on the track still getting a feel, so I assume these athletes will only be running later. It's always nice to walk on the track, get a feel of it, get a feel of the surface that you're going to be running on later on the day, and just capture and absorb the atmosphere whilst at the stadium before the storm begins, which is when that gun goes off, or when your time to throw or jump arrives. You want to make sure that all cylinders are firing, that your mind is in the right space, and that you're focused on the task ahead. We've got a full day of athletics ahead of us today, with the program starting at 7:30, and we will be with you all the way until later this evening. So this track and field championship will be broken up into different sessions today, which you can follow and watch. So make sure to go onto Super Sport Schools, find the right link that you want to follow, whether you want to follow the high jump event, or if you want to follow the hammer throw or the pole vault or the long jump. There's a link specially for you with a dedicated team which is going to be bringing that stream to you, to your screen, at the comfort of your own home. So that's the beauty of streaming athletics. This is something that athletics has needed for a very long time, and it's finally here. The host province for the 2022 South African School Athletics National High School Championships is Germiston Stadium, right here in the province of Central Gauteng. Central Gauteng having a lot of experience in hosting many championships. Amazing facility, this stadium, with so much history, so many great moments of track and field for schools, primary schools, and so forth. But this morning we've got the high school athletes who have flown in from all over the country to come to this stadium to shine and represent their provinces in excellence. And what a pleasure and an honor it is to represent your province and everybody who is supporting you back home. And that's what these athletes will be looking to do. First event is the final boys 15 5-kilometer walk. As you can see, everybody scrambling into the stadium to get a seat, to get positioned and stationed for what is a full day of track and field. As you can see, the athletes in your picture over there, those are the athletes who will be participating in the 5,000 meter, the 5-kilometer walk. The officials just leading them to the starting mark. They start at the 200 meter mark, and they've got 12 laps, 12 full laps around the track. This is a final event. The exciting thing about the finals is that a champion will be crowned, and there will be another champion who is crowned this morning with the boys. 15 5-kilometer walk race. Get up to get started in a short bit. List of 10 athletes that are gearing up for this race right now. We'll give you the lane draws shortly, and you can hear who these athletes are. And these are your lane draws for the final boys 15 5-kilometer walk. In lane number 1 we've got Yamkelo Shosha. In lane number 2 we've got Vusi Dlamini. Lane number 3 Sibusiso Pameslo. In lane number 4 we've got Liam Lloyd Dowman. In lane number 5 we've got Weston Aiden Low. In lane number 6 we've got Carol Mwaubi. In lane number 7 we've got Sandile Moduleka, and in lane number 8 we've got Chris Vates. This is the lane draws for the 5-kilometer boys under 15 walk. That'll be the first track event, actually the first event for this morning, getting us kicked off in a very fine fashion. The 5-kilometer walk yesterday was exciting to watch, following the 10,000 meter race where Christian Bester won the run in a time of 46.46. A very fantastic walk. Imagine, if you put into context, running 46 minutes for an average runner is a very fast pace. Now they have to run that, they do that time whilst walking, and so it just goes to show that with training and with a lot of practice, what the human body can actually achieve. And the race walking event is one of those highly technical events that requires the athletes to stay focused all the way, because there is disqualification if you step out of your technique, or you start running, or you're not meeting the heel toe strike discipline, as well as not running and keeping your composure whilst under pressure, they can lead to disqualification. And the officials give the whistle, which means that they are just waiting for an official go-ahead, and we will get the first event for the day started, which is the boys 15 5,000 meter walk. See the athletes lined up in this race. We gave you the lane draws a short while back, so let's see which one of these athletes are going to be putting on the fire in the beginning of the race, or will it be a more moderate start to the race and fast finishes towards the end. Let's see who's going to be taking this one out. See the young athletes over there getting their strides in, making sure that they do not compromise technique whilst trying to walk as fast as possible around the track. So as we're going, I will also explain some of the rules of race walking.
That was actually supposed to start at 7 hours 50, 5,000 meters walk at 15. It could be taking place now on track.
Boys 5,000 meter walk. That race about to kickstart in a short bit. Just waiting for the officials to give us the go-ahead, and from there it's immediately into competition. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Super Sports Schools South African Schools Athletics National High School Track and Field Championships. We are live right here from Germiston. This is the boys 5,000 meter walk. That race just started right now, and let's see how these athletes are going to take this one. We saw an amazing 10,000 meter walk last night from the boys under 19s. Let's see how the youngsters will handle this 5,000 meter walk. It is a highly technical event. As you can see, the athletes are still smiling, everybody's still fresh, full of energy, and that is how it looks in the beginning of the event. Let's see if those smiles will hold until the later stages of this event. It will be amazing to see that, but you can see the athletes are in the zone at the moment, getting focused, and still early in this race as we get to the first 100 meter. Let's see what time they'll be clocking for the first 100. So the first 100 meter currently run about 55 seconds, which is a steady start, a very good start from them, and from there on they will just slow it down slightly and then get into their rhythm. Boys 5,000 walk, and you can see at the moment it's still anybody's race. It is very early. They've got 12 laps that they still need to cover. So this race, 12 and a half laps around the track is what they will be covering on the track in this event. Yesterday we saw them cover 25 laps, 25 and a half laps on the 25 laps on the 10,000 meter walk. And this morning they've got 12 and a half laps for the 5 kilometer race walk event, boys under 15. So the athlete currently in the lead, it looks like it's the youngster from the Western Cape. It looks like it is Charlie Thompson currently taking the lead in this event. The other athletes in this event, we also have the likes of Lesedi Mpehlane representing Gauteng. We've got Chris Vates from the Eastern Cape, Sandile Maluleka in the colors of KZN, the classic black and white as you can see over there, as well as the Free State. We've got Liam Lloyd Doman, also Busiso Pameslo from the Eastern Cape, Vusi Dlamini from KwaZulu-Natal, Yamkelo Shosha from Gauteng in there as well as Koro Moabi from the Northwest. The young man from the Western Cape, Charlie Thompson, currently steering the pace. He's got company, but looking very comfortable at the moment as he takes out the first lap in style, and you can see he looks very comfortable in the pace that he's walking at the moment. Last night I was with Reggie Hafke and he was explaining the importance of the technique, swinging the arms, getting the hips through as well whilst walking, and very important is the heel to toe strike. They're not allowed to strike on your forefoot first. That can lead to a penalty or being penalized, and from there on you can also be disqualified after 3 strikes. Currently in the lead, it looks like it is Aidan Lowe. Yes, that is Aidan Lowe in the colors of Western Cape. Aidan currently in the lead in this event. But obviously not alone, he's got company. So it looks like these two gentlemen over here are going to be the ones who are going to be pushing the pace out hard.
And they've been looking for you. I don't want to give a lot of details about it, but if you can assist in this regard, Sabelo Sekola and Hussein Martin.
We are 5 minutes and 30 seconds into this race, the 5,000 meter walk final for the boys. Aidan Lowe currently in the lead, but he's got company from Yamkelo Shosha from Gauteng, and it looks like Shosha has had enough. He's moved on to his outside and he looks like he wants to pass, but he looks like he's changed his mind as well. Aidan still steering the boat at the moment, as you can see both of them, and there we go, there's Shosha making his move. He's deciding that it's time for him to make this pace a bit faster. As you can see, those legs, all the knees are locked in as he strikes heel toe action, as well as the arm swings, just to make sure that he gets the speed out of his arms, out of his hips, and it's very important that he maintains his technique, not bending the knees when he strikes, and also not getting into a running motion as well. Currently in the lead, Yamkelo Shosha from Gauteng. followed by Aidan Lowe from the Western Cape. And in third place, currently, it looks like it's the young man from the Free State, Liam Lloyd Doman. As you can see, he's currently sitting in that third place position. Still very early in this race. They've got 9 laps to go, so even Doman is still in this race as well. So you just have to make sure that he maintains his pace right there in front. But these two men in front, they look like they mean business. Yamkelo Shosha currently taking in the lead, just pushing the pace on fast, trying to shake off Aidan Low. But you can see Aidan is not having any of it. It looks like they will be pushing each other to the very end. Recently, we had the World Championship for race walking, which was down in Oman, where the athletes showed very phenomenal performances. The likes of Wayne Sneeman, the very experienced Wayne Sneeman, who walked in the 20-kilometer race walk, the final at the World Championship, where he finished in 7th place. So representing South Africa well at that competition, as well as many other junior athletes that also went over to that competition, representing their country, South Africa. And it was very good to see some of those athletes, such as the winner from yesterday's 10,000 meter race, Christian Best, who was actually also the World Championship for the juniors, and he also competed at that competition. So race walking is surely alive. International competitions, the athletes are attending those, as well as on the local scenes, the athletes making use of every single competition to prepare for the season ahead. Very long season ahead in 2022, and it's beautiful to see. Track and field is finally back again, and Super Sport Schools is right here live to bring that action to you. And as I mentioned, you can see it is a 3-man horse race at the moment. The young man from Free State, Aidan, the young man from the Western Cape, Aidan Low, currently sitting in 2nd place. In 1st place, you've got Yamkelo Shosha, who is currently driving the bus. But now they are joined by the youngster from the Free State, which is Liam Lloyd Doman. He's also back into that pack. He looked like he was falling off a bit in the beginning, but he has caught up. So Shosha currently driving the bus with Aidan and Doman part of the race as well as passengers. You can see they're really overlapping one of the athletes. That just shows the pace these youngsters are walking at. 8 laps to go in this race, and already they've overlapped the first person, the first athlete, as you can see in picture. The 3 men currently working together very well. The boys under 15 race currently underway. Samkelo Shosha in picture, currently in the lead for the boys 5,000 meter walk. Aiden Lowe currently in second place, and Liam Lloyd currently sitting in that third place. But it looks like Shosha's had enough of the other athletes sitting behind him and just waiting to strike. So he's putting a fine surge now just to try shake them off. And it looks like it's working as he's opened almost 10 meter gap to the second and third place. But will that be a bit too early? Is he trying to shake them off a bit too early? The athletes behind him look comfortable at this stage, so they don't seem too worried about him accelerating a bit. He checks backwards to see if they are following, and you can see that they clearly are still behind him. Oh, and here comes a big move from the young man from Free State. It is Liam Lloyd Doman. He just put on a quick sprint to pass Aiden, who seemed to be slowing him down a bit. There's 6 laps to go, and as I said, still anybody's race in this one. Doman looking very good. He's looking very comfortable at this point, but also Yamkelo Shosha pushing the pace from the front. He's been leading most of this race, and he will be hoping to finish in the position he's currently in right now. But I've got a feeling that Lloyd is going to make it a bit more difficult for him to get this title. This is the South African Schools Athletics National High School Track and Field Championship after all, and this is a title that each and every one of these athletes would like to have on their CV. They've traveled very far to be here. Yamkelo Shosha, the home ground advantage athlete, him competing in his home province, I think that will give him a bit of an extra edge. But the likes of Liam Lloyd, who has traveled all the way from the Free State, also wants to go home with something in his hand, and I think gold is what he will be aiming for. As they come to the line now, they'll have currently have 5 laps to go. That is the 2 athletes currently leading. 5 laps to go for Shosha, Yamkelo Shosha, as well as Liam Lloyd Doman. 5 laps giving them exactly 2 kilometers before the end of this race. Just under 2 kilometers to go. from Gauteng currently in the lead in this one as they take over the first two jumps with relative ease. Athletes from Gauteng, we've got Tapala Mahlangu as well as his teammate from Gauteng, Boitumelo Mohlame. So let's see how they're going to be taking out this race. But also, so many athletes that are big threats in this one. Jordan Met from the Western Cape, as well as the likes of Makana Wang also in the mix in this race. Oh, looks like one of the athletes has pulled out with a hamstring injury. I did mention how cold it was. I did not expect that in a 1,500-meter race though. Unfortunately, that it will be the end of his championship. Very sad to see. Maybe it's a cramp. Hopefully it's just a cramp and not a much more dangerous strain. As they come over the first water jump, it's a successful one. All athletes making it clear from the jump. The jump is very tricky, especially when those legs start to tire out a bit. As you can see, the athlete in the picture, they're running with what seems to be a cast. He's hardly even swinging that arm. But look at him go. He looks very strong. He looks very comfortable. He's making the jumps with relative ease as well. 4-man race at the moment. Let's see which one of these 4 athletes are going to be taking it out. The athletes from Gauteng, obviously very strong. This is one of the events that the Gauteng athletes tend to target when it comes to performance. And you can see by the way that they're running it that they mean business over here. As they come over the jump, it's very important to make sure that your technique is as efficient as possible. Obviously, we've got the SA record holder at the stadium here today. He goes by the name of Ruben Ramolefe. That's for the senior athletes. 8 minutes 11 is what Ruben Ramolefe ran a few years back, or many years back actually, when he broke that SA record at the World Championships. This is the 1,500-meter, obviously much shorter distance. Let's see what these athletes will be clocking over 1,005 with the steeplechase. As I said, a race that you don't get to see much. It's always such a beautiful race to watch. Countries such as Kenya, this is a blue ribbon event as they come to the bell. 1 lap to go. The time we're looking at is a time of around about 4 minutes 30 seems to be, unless they can really crank it up and make it a bit faster over the last 300 meter. And that's exactly what the athlete in the lead is currently doing. He's just making sure that he piles on the pace. He also wants to be careful because those jumps can be tricky, especially with tired legs. So he's going to try to save a bit more energy for those jumps as well. And he clears it very comfortably. You can see he means business. 200 meters to go and water jump. Let's see how he will handle his last water jump. Very important that he makes it clear over here and then he is away, and he does. The tricky water jump is out of the way. It's just him in the finish line now as he approaches the last 100 meter of the race. Final jump over, and that is a victory. Very solid running from him. Timed it very well. The winning time will be 4:33.56 unofficially. A great race over there from these young men. That is the boys under 15,500 meter steeplechase race. And the athletes from Gauteng finishing in 3rd, and Gauteng also finishing in 4th place. Stuff as the athletes are coming over the line. Just a few more athletes are still on the track running towards the finish line. And that wraps up the rest of the field for the boys 15,500 meter steeplechase event. Excellent running, unofficial winning time on the clock board, 4 minutes 33.56. Next up, we've got girls 15,500 meter. They are ready and they're getting lined up as well. We've got in lane number 1, Kiwe Nisakanya. In lane number 2, Bayers Karamari. In lane number 3, we've got Tiana Leroux. Lane number 4, Amelia Leroux. Lane number 5, Polite Mbokane. In lane number 6, we've got Bosman Cassidy. In lane number 7, Anele Manzi. In lane number 8, Estamari Hebul. Girls 1,500 meters steeplechase, and also in 9 we've got Elizabeth Arangis. In lane 10 we've got Anka Gunter. In 11 we've got Maloboheng Silepe. In 12 we've got Kilis van in 13 Van Vessels. That is the girls 1,500 meters steeplechase. 13 girls lining up in this one, so another full field in this race. Let's see how this race is going to pan out. The boys race, there was a clear leader. He pulled away and he made his mark. Let's see if the women's or the girls race will follow the same procedure, or will it be a much tighter finish in this one. Boys running a time of 4:33 officially. Let's see what these young ladies will clock here with the race just about to get away. You can see they are getting lined up at the far end of the track over there.
5, 7, 1, 8, 5, 8.
Athletes just getting lined up in the 1,500 meter race. We've got a white flag, which means we are ready to go. Just waiting for one more green light, and we've got that. And we're underway. The girls are 15,500 meter steeplechase race is underway, and once again off to a very fast start in this race. Let's see who's going to be taking on the pace on this one. You can see at the moment is the young athlete from Gauteng, currently in the lead. She's looking very strong at the moment. Still very early, still in the boys race. It looks like it is Cassidy Bosman in the lead at the moment. An athlete that is known by many, a very good distance runner. She'll be really looking to push the pace here and get that victory, but it's not going to be easy. She's got company from some of the strongest school athletes in the country at the moment, so she's going to have to put in a lot of work before she gets that. Cassidy Bosman still in the lead over there, as you can see, looking very comfortable, crossing the line. 3 more laps to go in this race, and as you can see, she's looking super strong at the moment. She's going to be looking to hold on to this lead and just push it all the way to the end. The athletes behind her have a target that they can pursue and chase, which makes it much easier for them to run. She'll be running blind as she comes over the jump very comfortably. That's the first jump for the 1,500 meter steeplechase event, and now she'll be approaching her water jump. The water jump is so important. How you handle your water jump determines what type of race you will have from beginning all the way to the end, and she clears that jump very comfortably at the moment, and Cassidy is still holding on to the lead very comfortably. Gauteng in first and second place. Charisma LaRue, as well as Cassidy Bosman, currently representing Gauteng North on this one. Another successful jump. This race is not over. You can see there is still 4 athletes in this one, and it can go anyway. As I mentioned about the water jumps, it can go horribly wrong or it can go extremely well. So the athletes are going to have to stay very focused throughout the race in this one. To the bell, let's look at the time, 3:48, 3:49. So looking at a time, winning time of approximately about a 4. Let me see, on about a 5-minute winning time in this one, 5 minutes and 10 seconds, on about there. This is about the pace they're running at. Let's see if they can maintain it, not to drop it. Obviously, there's still the jumps as well that make it so tricky to win this race. You want to stay focused all the way to the end, without getting carried away too much before the finish line. But I can tell you one thing, this race is not over yet. 3 ladies still in this race. The 4th one falling off slightly. Who's going to be taking it as she approaches the third last jump of the race? It's the girls under 15,500 meter steeplechase. The water jump is going to be the most important jump for her at the moment. She wants to make this one clear without stumbling or tripping over into the water, and she does so successfully. Climbs out of the water, and out of there you can see one of the athletes got a bit stuck in the water, jump there, and she immediately throws her into 3rd place. One more jump left. It's gonna be a race to the line, and this race is not finished yet. It looks like the athlete in 2nd place is gonna try and make a surge, but she stumbles a bit as well, and they slowed her down a bit. It looks like Gauteng is gonna be taking this one all day. Yes, she just holds on at the finish line. Unofficial winning time 5 minutes 12 seconds, 1.91. A very good race in the end. Fantastic running from these 2 young ladies. Gauteng also finishing in 4th place. That is the girls 15,500 meters chase. And as more of the young ladies come across the line, they will be looking to push all the way to the end, because it is also about individual performance, getting that time, improving on your time, improving on your personal best. Is also a very big reward for these athletes as they come over the line at the moment. Amazing racing. Well done to these young ladies, putting in a very good effort. Athlete crosses the line as we wrap up the girls 15,500 meter races. That's girls 15. Next up, we move up to the girls under 19. The girls under 19 will be running the 3,000 meter steeplechase. That is scheduled to kick off anytime soon. So they'll be getting ready to get started shortly.
The next one to put it on track is going to be the guys at 19, 2,000 meters super tape, and that will be the final. All of the others will be going through, they are the final. And the super tape, the 2,000 meters, the girls 19, it goes to a final.
And here we go, final girls under 19 3,000 meter steeplechase. In 1 we've got Debrain Jamie Lee. In 2 we've got Yolandi De Beer. In 3 we've got Jacqueline Punt. In 4 we've got Amanda Deche. In 5 we've got Mariki Silius. 6 Tukelo Matabane. Lane 7 we've got Carissa Erasmus. Lane 8 Shanique Sass. And 9 we've got Nolutando Mampane. and in 10 we got Nerise de Beer. That is the girls, the final for girls 19 3,000 meter steeplechase. That is coming up shortly now. Let's see how the ladies will take on this amazing race over here. And they're on the line and getting ready to get started. This is the 3,000 meter girls under 19 final steeplechase event. Looks like they're having a bit of a technical issue, but they will be getting started shortly. And we're off. This is the final for the girls under 19 3,000 meter steeplechase. And immediately the young athlete over there, as you can see in the picture, she moves to the front. We'll get her name to you shortly. It looks like she's running in the colors of Free State, or actually in the colors of Eastern Cape. There is Amanda Deche currently in the front, but she's not alone. She's got company. Girls 3,000 meter, girls under 19 3,000 meter. Look at them at the pace at the moment that they're running at. They come over the first 241. Very solid racing at the moment. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain this energy. The first jump comes and it's a very successful one. It looks like it is Deche currently in the lead. Will she be able to hold on to that pace? Will she be able to hold on to that lead? She's got a very strong company behind her, and it's going to be a very interesting race as this race unfolds. Approach the first water jump. Let's see how they will take on this jump. Very tricky, especially being shoulder to shoulder, but it's a successful one regardless. Currently 3 ladies in this one. We've got Free State, Carissa Erasmus currently sitting in the 3rd place. We've got the Western Province also still looking very good. Gauteng well represented with 3 athletes in this one. Deche representing the Eastern Cape. Amanda, as you can see, currently out there in the lead, as well as Nerise de Beer and Tukelo Mabane also looking very good. Anybody's race though. We've got 6 laps to go, so it's still wide open in this race. And they make a successful jump over there again. And it looks like the athletes from the Western Province also just moving in on the action as well. There are 3 ladies in the lead currently at the moment. But it's anybody's race. This seems like there's almost 5 to 6 girls that are still in this race. Still very early, of course, so it might change as the laps go on. The leader has changed numerous times in this race, but Free State currently in the lead. The young athlete by the name of Carissa Erasmus currently taking the lead. As you can see, the young athlete from the Free State still holding on to the lead. And you can see she's currently pushing the pace out from the front. Oh, but it looks like there's a lead change. The lead has changed numerous times in this race. And it looks like it's the youngster from Gauteng now. Now she's decided that she's going to take on the pace. very good racing here. None of these girls are afraid to take the lead. And at the moment, it looks like it is Tukelo Matabane from Gauteng in the lead. She's pressing on the pace. 5 laps to go, so still a very long way to go in this one. And it looks like the athlete from Free State, Carissa Erasmus, is just happy to tuck in behind the leading pace. They approach the water jump again. Let's see if the group will remain the same after this jump. Jumps always prove to be very tricky. To the line now, 4 laps to go. In the lead, still Tukelo Machavane holding on to the lead, and her training teammate from Gauteng also in there, Yolandi de Beer, currently sitting in second place. There's a bit of a change now. In second place, we've got Jamie Lee de Bring from the Western Cape in second place. First place still being held by Tukelo Matavane from Gauteng. She reaches the 20-meter mark, still looking very good. She's opened up about a 10 to 15-meter gap to second place. But as I said, running in front alone is quite difficult. The athletes behind her have a target, and you can see immediately how they gonna try to reel her in with every single jump that she takes. These 3 ladies running exceptionally well at the moment, just making sure that the pace is nice and fast. Tukelo Mukone Matabane currently holding on to the lead. Matabane looking very strong at the moment, looking very relaxed as well. You can see she's starting to hurt a bit. 3 laps to go. And it's 3 laps to go. Jamie Lee de Brain from the Western Cape also looking very good in second place there. Very difficult coming from the Western Cape to run fast in Gauteng, obviously that's being due to the altitude, making it a bit harder for the athletes on the Western Cape to breathe in Gauteng as compared to at sea level there in Cape Town or the Western Province, where they tend to get more oxygen. Currently, we've got the final for the boys on the 19 3,000 meter steeplechase that is underway. And big apologies for the cut in the transmission. This was due to a power outage here at the stadium, but we are back, and we are back on the stadium again. As you can see, they're approaching the final lap, and he's cleared the last jump. This young man over here currently in the lead, looking very comfortable, a very demanding and a commanding victory. And here they come for the finish of this race. Fantastic running. Donnie Cornelison finishing in second place. As you can see, the sprint finish over the line. Very interesting as they finish over the line. Looks like there's a bit of an appeal for a push over there. Whether that appeal will be successful or not, we don't know, but very good running there. Gauteng taking first and second place in the boys on a 19 3,000 meter. Apologies for the current transmission. This was due to a power outage here at the stadium, but we are back again, and apologies for that bit of a cut in the transmission. As you can see, more athletes are coming over the line now to finish the race for the boys under 19 3,000 meter steeplechase. Gauteng dominating that race with first and second place. Donnie Cornelison finishing in second place, as well as Ufenze finishing in first place, Bukaba. And coming up next, we've got the final for the boys under 13,500 meter LSEN. We've got Solomon's Caleb from the Western Cape, as well as Poloho Bambo from Limpopo. LSEN obviously standing for athletes with learning. This race is going to be coming up shortly as we wait for them to come up. LSEN standing for Learners with Special Educational Needs. So it refers to athletes that need help and support in their learning. And this is very important that we have these learners here as well, because sport as a way of making the playing fields level, giving all the athletes an opportunity to compete and enjoy the love of sport. And that is what we're going to be witnessing here when the LSEN athletes get this race underway. It is 1,500 meter final for the boys under 13, and in this race we've got Caleb Solomons as well as Puluho Bambo. Two-man race. Let's see how they will take it on. And we're off. This is the boys 13,500 meter LSEN for learners with learning. They need special educational needs, and you can see they're out super fast in this 1,500 meter. Just two athletes in this one, as I mentioned earlier. We've got Caleb Solomons as well as Puluho Bambo. Currently Bambo in the lead checking this race out fast. He's running it as if he's running just one lap, but I hope he understands he's got another 3 more laps to go before this race is done. He's looking very strong at the moment. It looks like he's gone flat out. I don't know if he'll be able to hold on because the pace he's running at is quite vigorous pace at the moment, and he keeps on checking behind him to see if the athlete is going to be covering him. 3 laps to go. It's a very long way to go at the rate he's running at the moment. Keeps staring backwards just to make sure that the athlete is not covering him, but as you can see he's starting to slow down slightly, which means he did come out a bit too fast as he comes to the 400 meter mark. The time there is about 76 seconds. Let's see if he's going to be able to maintain this one. It's a two-man race. Boys under 13,500 meter LSEN athletes currently pushing the pace out at the moment. And you can see the pace has dropped tremendously. Both of these athletes seem to be tiring at an exponential rate at the moment. So let's see if they're going to be able to both finish this one. Still have just under 3 laps to go in this race before they get to the end of it. The boys 13,500 meter race currently underway.
And take note of the fact that the first 3 athletes
Bambo currently holding on to the lead in second place. We've got Solomons, who's going to be taking this one out. Bambo versus Solomon. It looks like Bambo has found some extra breath after that fast start that he put out in the beginning. 2 laps to go. Currently the time is running at 2:36. Let's see if they will be able to crank it up for a fast finish. But Bambo looks like he's found a second breath again, and he's maintaining that distance that he had built up. Not as fast as what he started at, but he has found a little bit of an extra gear to just open up a bit more of a gap between himself and Solomon's.
Please also take note, this training may change if program time is
Bambo currently looking very good. He's going to be approaching the 600 meter mark. This is just a lap and a half to go. Final for the boys under 13,500 meter LSEN race currently underway.
It's 45 minutes before the time. They must actually record 45
As you can see in the picture, Bambo currently holding on to that first place. And it looks like Solomons is not going to respond unless if he can find something special to throw his way back into this race. As Bambo approaches the bell, the time on the clock is 4:15. We'll be looking at a time of approximately 4:30, between 4:30 and 4:40, depending on how strong he will be able to finish towards the end of this race. But currently he's running at around about a 4:40 pace to 4:45. Bambo, the youngster from Limpopo, Bambo. Solomon doesn't seem to have a response at this point of the race. I think the way they started in the beginning has hurt both of their races, but Bambo still in the front of the Pulujo, still holding on to that lead at the moment. Just under 200 meters to go in this race. And of the day, it's going to be a very comfortable victory for him. Into the home straight, clear from any danger. I think he will be doing a bit of some reflection with his coach about the way he took out the race strategy in the beginning. Well, it has worked because he's going to be grabbing the victory. But the way he started was a bit way too fast. And you can see he is happy with the finish of the race on about 5:54. So they did slow down tremendously. Comes Caleb Solomons. Caleb Solomons finishing in second place in the boys 13 event, LSEN. Alright, we're getting prepared for the next race on the track, which should be the girls 15,500 meter. Lane draws for the final for girls 15,500 meter LSEN. We've got in lane number 1 McKay Fisser. Lane number 2 we've got Melissa Woodman. In lane number 3 Naledi Bojo. 4 Sophie Matthews. 5 Dominique Potgieter. 6 Kia Safers. 7 Sheldine Kumur. 8 Robin Heiser. 9 Ritabile Mutupi. Carla Sao. In 10 Sonika Mayukula in 11 and Palesa Matlangu in 12. It is the final for girls 15,500 meter LSEN. LSEN standing for learners with special educational needs. So this race will be getting underway shortly. Let's see what type of race we're going to be experiencing in front of us now. Will it be a fast one? Will it be a tactical affair? Let's see what these girls have in store for us. It is the girls under 15,500 meters. Currently just waiting for the officials to get us started in the 1,500 meter for girls 15. If you've just tuned in, welcome. This is the Super Sport Schools, proudly bringing to you the South African Schools Athletics National High Schools and Track and Field Championship right here from Germiston. A super chilly day here in Germiston, but the athletes don't seem to be bothered at all. They're on the track, ready to get started. Next up, we've got the final for the girls 15,500 meter race, LSEN. This race is going to be getting started in a short bit. Time to get started for the girls 15,500 meter race, LSEN. And the starters show the white flag, which means we are ready to go. And we are off a fast start in this one. As you can see, the girls moving immediately to the front in a very fast pace. Will they be able to maintain this? It is quite a rigorous pace, and they're pushing it so aggressively at the moment. But it's very early. We saw that as well with the youngsters, the under 13 boys going way too fast. And you can see them suffering towards the second and third lap especially, before finding a bit of a breather in the fourth lap, the final lap, where they seemed to regain a bit of energy. These two young ladies at the moment just pushing the pace out. It's Gauteng currently in the lead in this race.
1,500 meters. Where is the 1,500 meters? That's the calculations. I do believe that Wednesday is being followed by Free State.
The athlete currently in the lead. We've got the young athlete in the colors of Gauteng, home ground. She'll obviously have a lot of support here in Gauteng. Family, friends looking on and watching on the live stream as well. So if you're watching on the live stream, a very good morning and welcome to you. I hope you will be able to catch the action with us. If you were watching earlier and there was a bit of a cut in transmission, that was due to a power outage here at the stadium. But we're back fully charged, fully powered again. So make sure to enjoy the athletics. Share these links, share it with your friends, share it with all those who want to watch the races. We're bringing it straight to you. This is Super Sports Schools, bringing the action to your desktop or your TV or whatever you're watching, even through your phone, through the app. This is just an amazing way of capturing and watching the athletics. Girls 15,500 meter currently in the lead with the youngster from Gauteng North. She goes by the name of Shaldine. No, it's not Shaldine. It is actually Ritabile Mutupi, currently running in the front. This is the Elson race for the girls 15. Ritabile Mutupi currently in the lead for Gauteng Elson team, leading in this one, but she's got company in second place. Still a bit of a distance between second and first, but you can see she is tiring quite a bit as well. Will she be able to hold on to that position? She came out at such a blistering pace. I can imagine how much she might be going into a bit of some burn and fatigue in her legs, as you can see, slowing down tremendously at the back straight there. And the athlete in second place can smell her weakening, and I'm sure she's going to be trying to pounce on that. But maybe Mutupi has something up her sleeves as well, where she'll try to retaliate. 2 more laps to go in this race. Mutupi, she is being passed very comfortably. I don't think she even attempted to resist that, but I think she's weakened a bit as well, so she's going to be just trying to hold on to that second place as long as possible. Perhaps she'll regain the energy and try go for that win as well. Currently in the lead, in the colors of Mpumalanga, we've got Dominique Potgieter. Dominique comes to the bell in the lead. It is the final lap. Mutupi still holding on to the second. Oh, but there's a burst of pace from the young athlete from the Western Cape. It looked like she was done and dusted, but here she comes with a very strong kick. But it looks like she's also done that a bit too early, because she's also starting to slow down. Dominique holding on to that lead still. Dominique Potgieter holding on to that lead currently with around about 20 to 30 meter gap to second place. Mutupi from Gauteng. Comes the athlete from the Western Cape, looking also good. Will she be able to close down on Mutupi? Looks bit too late, but in the front, Dominique Broodgieter is still looking very strong as she comes to the last 100 meter of the race. Opening up her strides very well now, swinging her arms, and you can see the people in the crowd very excited and clapping for her. She comes down the home straight. She's found more energy and she's just sprinting all the way to the finish line. Nobody's going to stop her. That medal is in her hand already. That is Dominique Broodgieter winning unofficially with a time of 5:56.76. But there's a big fight for second place, and it looks like the athlete from Western Cape is fighting her way back. And yes, she passes in the inside lane. Third place going to Gauteng, and Western Cape again in fourth place.
We do have your keys. If you happen to have lost your key,
Marie Beyers,
the one that
as well as trading partner or her province partner also in there. Very good running for these two young ladies. So it's Carla Sao as well as Robin Heiser doing the work for their provinces there for Western Cape. And the rest of the ladies just wrapping up with this event. Very good running. I think they'll be relieved to have come all this way and knowing that they've finished means they've done their best for the competition. Flying all the way from Western Cape or whether they drove down here, it's a very, very, very long trip. Coming up next, we've got the final boys 15,500 meter Elson event coming up. In one, we've got Pelasande Sitole in 2, Alfonso Ada in 3, we've got Samai Basimane in lane 4, we've got Lifa Monkeys 5, Dirile Sisampi 6, Hayden van den Berg in 7, Marius Ellis, and 8, Mpo Mafereke. 9, Kupulong Musweu 10, Willem Peterson, Dalvin Daniels, Kyle van der Heever, as well as Simpiwe Modiba. That is final for boys 15,500 meter Elson.
That doesn't belong to you, particularly in the public area. Please bring the two bags to the hall. Do use them inside with you.
As you can see, the athletes getting lined up, they're put into the right positions, they're getting ready for the 1,500 meter race. Once again, I guarantee you it's going to come out to be a very fast start from the beginning. The athletes always go out so hard at the gun. I think everybody just wants to be in the front leading the race. It doesn't always work out well. Sometimes they tend to go a bit too hard and they pay for that mistake at the later stages of the race. Ready to go for the boys 15,500 meter Elson event, and we're off clean. A very fast start over there. Once again, as you can see, the athletes fighting for that lead. A bit more of a moderate start compared to the other races, but you can see they're going out very fast now, and they're just going to crank up that pace and try make it a very fast start. This usually tends to break up the field into immediate division. You can see which are the strong athletes from those who are slightly weaker. Then again, the athletes here coming from different parts of the country. These are the best of your school athletes right here in front of you. So everybody is going to be just trying to give that 100% effort that will allow them to win that medal and take home the coveted gold medal for the SA Schools Athletics High School Championships for track and field. Boys under 15, 1,500 meter. Western Cape well represented in this event with a very strong group of athletes in here. The Free State also represented very well in this event. But at the moment it's Western Cape doing all the hard yards, pushing the pace out very fast from the front. You can see this young man means business. And once again, it still is Western Cape in the lead. The young man in the front, they're currently just pushing the pace, making sure that nobody gets close to him. 2 laps to go in this race before the finish of it. Let's see if it's going to be a comfortable victory. But the athlete in second place still relentless, not wanting to let him go. He's trying to hold on as long as possible to make sure that he remains in the race. Very good running here from this young man. He still has that lead. He's just looking back to make sure that nobody is gonna take that position from him. When it comes to the bell, it'll be one more lap to go. As you can see, one more lap to go. It's going to be between these two athletes. The lead has changed. And let's see what happens. That athlete looks like he ran as if he thought it was one more lap to go. Oh my goodness. What a big mistake. He thought the race was done and there's one more lap, and that's a big mistake that is going to cost him dearly, because he's moved from second place to third, and I can guarantee you that more athletes will pass him. The rate at which he's running, it seemed like he was running full out, but obviously still one lap to go, and with 200 meters to go, it's Western Cape still in the lead on this one. 150 meters to go for the young man from the Western Cape. Running in those bright orange spikes. It's in a bit of a kick. A very comfortable victory for him after I think he'll be very happy with this one, taking home a victory. Unofficial winning time 4:42.90 seconds. KwaZulu-Natal finishing in second place. Athletes are working the way to the finish line. Very good racing there as well. That is the final for the boys 15, Elson 1,500 meter. Next up we'll get the final for girls 17,500 meter. But we're just waiting for the rest of the boys to finish this race. It's very important that they finish. Most of them have traveled a long way. They've prepared a very long time to be here. Final for girls 17,500 meter. Elson in 1. We've got Chanel Peterson. 2. Cynthia Adams. 3. Nokolo Yonkers. 4. Refilu Bakira. In 5, Chardonnay Kleinveld. 6, Cindy Kukumur. In 7, Palesa Ntogozonke. And in 8, Leandra Steenkamp. 9, Jamie Lee van der Heever. 10, Ritabile Motete. And in 11, Lisego Mokwelo. And 12, Yone de Brain. That is the final for girls 17,500 meter Elson event. So the girls 17,500 meter race is about to get underway. It's going to be an exciting one. Let's see what these girls have in store for us. And we're off. Another fast start immediately. The young athlete from the free stage sprints to the front. Those classic orange bright running shoes. It's going to make it easy for us to follow her, but she's not alone. It's going to be a very fast race over here. You can just see it from the gun. These girls mean business. Free State well represented with Refilo Pakira, as well as her training partner. Well, not really training partner, let's call her the athlete from the same province as her, also in this one. So this is the girls 17 coming up. Come over for the first 300 meter, and we look at the time, it's around about 53 seconds. So that's a very solid start for the girls race. So let's see how they will go about maintaining that pace. Currently in the lead. Gauteng currently in second, and Free State again in third. Free State are still in the lead in this one. Gauteng in second and Free State in third again. And Western Cape joining in on the party in fourth place. Free State currently just pushing the pace from the front. They will come to the bell and have 2 laps to go. Currently just cranking up the pace a bit. Still is a very solid lead. That lead is not impossible for the athletes to close in on her. If she maintains that pace, I think it will be very difficult, but it's not over yet. You can see this one is still very wide open. 3 ladies in this one. Free State still in the lead in this one. You can see the young athlete there. She is tiring a bit, but she's got a very strong lead, so she's going to try just to maintain that and save enough energy just for a very strong finish as well. 1 lap to go when they come to the finish line over here. There will be 1 lap for them to go. Officials will hit that bell to signal the final lap, and you can see she just puts her head down and she's decided, you know what, it's time for me to put in an extra surge. She doesn't want to be stopped, she doesn't want anybody to close in on her, and you can see she's just opening up that gap with each and every stride that she takes. Looks like it's UNA De Brain currently in the lead. UNA De Brain looking very good. As she approaches 200 meters to go, UNA is still looking very strong. I don't think anybody will be stopping her. It's her race to lose at the moment, and I don't think losing is a part of the option. You can see she's putting her head down just to put in that extra bit of a burst of energy, trying to take out from the reserves as well to make sure that this victory remains hers. It's second place, Western Cape trying to take and hold on to that position, but we also have another athlete from Steve State currently holding on to third. There's a bit of a move there in fourth place, Gauteng trying to take that third place, but in the front it's going to be UNA De Brain. Nobody's going to be stopping her. She's going to be going through to the line for the victory. We'll see what time she will be able to clock in this one. And there's a lot of movement happening from second, third, and fourth place. But UNA De Brain will not be stopped taking that victory in first place. Second place going to the Western Cape. It looks like it is Chanel Peterson. Place also going to Gauteng. Gauteng represented there by Cindy Kukumur, finishing in third place. That is your top three for the girls 17,500 meter. Coming over for the finish for the girls 17,500 meter. You can see they're working together. I can't even tell if they're competing against each other. And that wraps it up. The girls under 17,500 meter. Next up, we've got the final for the boys, and it's going to be another exciting race. Let's see how the boys are going to take this one out. I can predict that it will be a very fast start. We'll give you the lane draws shortly. Final for boys 17,500 meter Elson event 1. We've got Siple Sitle Mashiane. 2, Lianda Tabete. In 3, we've got Kabelo Mutlong. In 4, Ntantla Maliwa Sipo Sitabela Refile Mushaweliba. We've got Diano Gal and Alistair Williams in 8. In 9, we've got Monyane and 10, Clint Hector Afrikander in 11. And Valentina Lochenberg in 12. That is the final for boys 17,500 meter. That is going to get started shortly. You can see the boys are already lined up and getting ready to start over there.
White flag. Here, watchers. Only positions 1, 2, and 3.
And they're gonna get started in a short bit. That is the boys under 17,500 meter race about to get underway. It looks like the officials are not happy about something. So they've called all the athletes back again, so we probably have to try this a second time. Let's see if it will be better this time around. And we're off. The boys 17,500 meter race is underway. It's an Elson event again. Let's see who's going to be taking this one. Gauteng. This one. athletes. All three of them are athletes to look out for: Sipo Sitarera, as well as Hector Afrikander and Alistair Williams. But also there's very other strong athletes from the Western Cape, always in the mix in this one. Western Cape well represented by three strong athletes: Valentino Rochenberg, as well as Diano Gao, athletes to look out for. KZN, the youngster from KZN, is not having any of this. Luyanda Tabete immediately moves to the front. He doesn't want to fight with anybody in this one. He just wants to take the victory in peace. He goes out at a very, very, very fast pace. Let's see, will he be able to maintain this pace that he's out at the moment? But he's looking exceptionally well. He's really got close to 30 to 40, 20 to 30 meters from second place. But the pace he's running at is very, very fast. Will he be able to maintain it? Is the question that we're all going to be thinking. But his pace is also dragging the other athletes with him. They also have cranked up their pace, trying to close him down. Let's see if it's going to be... Oh, it looks like he's tiring out a bit as well, though, coming into the home straight over here. Will he be able to hold on to it? It doesn't look like it. The young athletes from the Western Cape immediately outpower him to the front. Gauteng North in second, in third and fourth place, also working very well together there. But the young athlete from KZN are falling off the bus slightly now. Yep, he's used way too much energy unnecessarily, and he's falling back in the pack at a very fast pace. On the front, we focus on the two athletes from the Western Cape, Valentino Lochenberg as well as Clint Skies in this one. Coordination and synchronization from these two athletes, running pretty much the same pace, same rhythm, almost the same running style. But the athletes from Western Cape looking very good at the moment. They're commanding the lead. It's a very, very big lead that they have from the third place athlete from Gauteng North. Still very chilly conditions out here in Germiston. We are in Gauteng, obviously, the central Gauteng, the host province of this event. 1 lap to go for the two athletes from Western Cape. It looks like the third one from Western Cape is also joined. So currently we've got Western Cape in first, second, and third, which means Valentino Lochenberg is in here as well. Tanta Maliwa is in here, as well as other athletes from the Western Cape, which is Diano Gao. Let's see what these athletes are going to do coming into the last 200 meter. It is a two-man race, but it looks like already one of the athletes has moved away from the rest of the bunch. He's in first place currently, and he wants to make sure that he remains in that position all the way until over the line. Very strong runner, you can see he looks very strong and comfortable coming into the home straight. Still cranking up the pace, still putting pressure on those behind him to run faster. But I don't think anybody will catch him at this rate. And it's a victory for the Western province, Western Cape. The athlete from the Western Cape trying to hold on for second, but he cannot, unfortunately. So it's Western Cape in first, third, and fourth. Boys under 17, 1,500 meter race. You can see there's still more sprinting action over there. The athletes are working to try and get that victory. Also important that you finish well in this race. So next up, we're coming for the final for girls 19,500 meter Elsen. We've got in 1 Temran Girls, Michelle Huisene 2, Tesna Luit, Lerato, we've got Alzed Khalinais, Kikana, Bueta, Nikita Mohammed, Miriam Mulepole, as well as Justina Hope, Linduku, as well as Nadia Krier coming up in the final for girls under 19,500 meter Elsen. Let's see who's going to be taking up the pace for the girls under 19. And we're off. The girls under 19,500 meter race is underway. And currently we've got these two young athletes pressing the pace. Still very early in the race as well. But let's see. Perhaps they will be able to hold on and bring us a very fantastic performance in this race. So we'll see how this one will pan out as we get deeper into the race. Working together as a unit, just communicating as to who's going to take the lead and what the other athlete will be doing. As they come to the finish home straight over here, they've got 2 more left to go. 2 more left to go in this race. Let's see who's going to be taking this one. See, the young lady is still running in lane number 2. She's got ample energy, not even worried about running in lane number 1. But she cuts in over there, back into lane 1. athlete currently approaching 1 lap to go. Let's see how he will take on his final lap. Current time 4:20. She's in a comfortable lead at the moment. Doesn't look like anybody's going to catch her. Let's see if she'll be able to maintain that. Can't see anybody catching her at this point. The distance from first to second is quite an enormous one.
They won't see it until the start.
250 meters to go.
These things at the back, they won't see until yes.
Before she crosses that line for what will be an amazing victory at the South African schools, athletics nationals, high jump schools, high schools, and track and field championship. Last 100 meter of this race, and she just puts on a bit more pace just in case somebody was thinking of passing her before the line. And she's done a very good job in staying in front all this race, most of this race. And it's a victory that she can be proud of. She is the SA Schools National High School Track and Field Championships gold medalist. Next up, we've got the final boys 19,500 meter. As you can see, still athletes passing by. We've got Khabane Mutlong in 1, Tepo Khadebe in 2, Gavi Basimani in 3, Inati Ngwena in 4, Clement De Bruyn in 5, Tanta Hlati in 6, Duduzi Kalani in 7, Iseko Pele in 8. In 9, we've got Pelele in September in 10, Divon Mure 11, Lucky Totsezi, Kutlwano Kamela in 12, Mpo Akuze in 13, Jermaine Jeffers in Kefers in 14, Lunga Mabuza in 15, Riate Hile Moswe in 16, in 17, Tinashe Gavazi to wrap up the boys in the 19,500 meter final. We're ready for the 1,500 meter boys under 19 race. That's about to get started now. Let's see what the boys under 19s will be showing us in this event. Are they going to show us some fast times? We've got a good lineup over here. Let's see which of these athletes will step out and make it a very fast one. This is for the Elson event category. Our boys under 19,500 meter, and we are off a very clean start from over there. All the races have been very good. Haven't seen much tripping and falling lately. So the athletes doing well, not to get into each other's way, but making sure that they run super fast at times. And immediately the athletes from Gauteng trying to dominate and show that this is their home province, this is their hometown. So they want to just make sure that they push that face out super fast to make it difficult for anybody to win on their home turf. That is the final for boys under 19, 1,500 meters. race at the moment. Very solid pacing that is currently happening over here. Gauteng still in that lead, holding first and second place at the moment. Gauteng with 4 athletes in this final. Boys 19,500 meters, Elson event. And you can see the boys are out there pressing the pace on hard. Gauteng still sitting very comfortable in this one, but they don't have the lead anymore. 2 laps to go in this race. It's still anybody's race. Almost 6 athletes still in the mix in this one, and all 6 of them looking very strong. All 6 looking comfortable to strike at any given moment. Gauteng takes back the lead, and the training part, the teammates from Gauteng are moving into second as well as third. So Gauteng really are making it a mission to take all 3 of those positions. We will be able to see a clean sweep. I don't think the other provinces would like that at all. So they're going to make it difficult for that to happen. But at the moment, Gauteng holding on to first, second, and now 4th position. The bell, 1 lap to go in this boys 19,500 meter race, and the 2 athletes from Gauteng currently in the lead. Who's going to be taking this one? It's going to come down to a sprint finish. All the hard work be done at the back straight at the moment. 250 meters to go. Anybody's race still, but who's going to be the one who takes it? Gauteng North, Gauteng Province, actually Gauteng Province taking this victory or this lead by the horns. You can see these 2 athletes are going to make it a fight all the way to the end. They keep on changing the lead, but it looks like it's going to go to Gauteng either way. First and second place for Gauteng. 15 meters to go. It looks like that this one is going to be definite unless something happens. There is a bit of a move in 3rd place. I think it's just one of track. Will he be able to hold on? So close, unfortunately. Not enough distance for the young man to be able to cover. As more athletes come over the line. Amazing 1,500 meter conditions for this race. Very good. Perfect conditions with exactly the right temperature for that. Not too hot and not too cold as well down there. So the athletes will be looking to use this weather conditions, especially for the distance runners, to run those fast times.
Number 3.
For event number 4, the following athletes, please report at the hall. September Elvio, Western Cape Elton, Mercedes Tepocato, Culture Province Elton, and the Leeds Indian, Western Cape Elton. Please report at the hall.
As you can see, the people in the stands there, the athletes mainly, still in those tracksuits, trying to stay warm in a very chilly day in Germiston. Next up, we've got the 100-meter races which are coming up. So we're gearing up to see those hundreds. This is going to be exciting. It's time for the speed. The speedsters are ready. Let's see what type of times they'll be clocking on the track. We're going to start with the boys 13 race. We'll give you the lane draws and let you know who's going to be running in this race. That is going to be coming up shortly. The exciting speed, the fast events are coming up on the track shortly. Currently we're just waiting for the 100-meter events to get started. It's almost time for the speedsters to climb on the track and get the track tested out to see how fast this track really is. Looking forward to see how the speedsters will line up and show up at these events. We're starting with the boys' 1,300-meter event. And here are the lane draws for the boys 1,100 meter heat 1 of 2. In lane number 1 we got Boitumelo Sitosa. In lane number 2 Jose Kokera. In lane number 3 Caleb Solomons. In lane number 4 George Erasmus. And in lane number 5 Vikas Mati. That is heat number 1 of 2 for boys 1,100 meter. This is also the Elson event, so let's see which of these 5 athletes lining up in heat number 1 will be the fastest. Will heat 1 be the fastest, or will it be heat number 2? We'll see shortly as we get ready for the boys 1,100 meter Elson event. This is heat number 1 of 2 boys 1,300 meter. In lane number 1 we've got Boitumelo Sitosa. In 2 Jose Kokera. In 3 we've got Caleb Solomons. 4 George Erasmus. And in 5 Vikas Mati. Let's see what times these boys will be clocking. It is the boys under 13 100 meter Elson event. Heat number 1 of 2 coming up shortly. Here we are ready for the 100 meter for boys under 13. It's heat number 1 of 2. And we're off clean. It's a very fast start immediately from lane number 4. It looks like the youngster in lane number 4 is going to be taking this one all the way to the line. It is George Erasmus winning in a fast time. Let's see what time he clocked there. 13.31. A very strong run from George Erasmus, the youngster running in the colors of Free State. I think he'll be happy with that performance. George Erasmus running an unofficial winning time of 13.31 in the 100-meter boys under 13 race. Next up, we've got heat number 2 of 2 for boys under 1300 meter. In lane number 1, we've got Ake Young Kunane. In lane number 2, we've got Masokonolo Tsela. In lane number 3, Olumuto Belani. And in lane number 4, we've got Simon Mwekiti. That is wrapping up the heat number 2 of 2 for boys 100 meter. The time to beat for them is 13.31. Let's see what time they will clock in this one. Boys 1300 meter heat number 2. And they're off. The athletes were still in their on your marks position, but it looks like the athlete in lane 1 is going to benefit from this. What time will he clock? It is going to be a 13.97. One of the other athletes stuck in his blocks. He didn't even get out, unfortunately. Unofficial winning time of 13.97. Next up, we've got boys 100 meter. This is heat number 1 of 4. In lane number 1, we've got Aiden Bester. In lane number 2, we've got Richard Hubert. In lane number 2, in lane number 3, we've got Mayecha Lukugi. In lane number 4, we've got Bongosi Njokwe. In lane number 5, Morne Engelbrecht. In lane number 6, Gerano Yachers. In lane number 7, we got Khomosotu Matlatsi. And in lane number 8, Kwako Mzizi. That is heat number 1 for boys at under 15. Heat number 1 of 4 for boys under 15, 100 meter. Heat number 104 for boys under 15, 100 meter coming up next. It's time for the speedsters 100 meter races stacked up back to back. Let's see who's going to be clocking the fastest time for the day. Excited to see what these athletes are going to produce on the track today. And here are your lane draws once more. Is heat number 104 for boys 15 100 meter. In lane number 1, Aiden Bester from Gauteng. In lane number 2, we got Recha Trubert from the northwest. Lane number 3, Mayecha Lukugi. In lane number 4, Bongkosi Njokwe. In lane number 5, Morne Engelbrecht. In lane number 6, Gerano Yachers. In lane number 7, we got Khumusutu Masatsi, as well as in lane number 8, Kwako Nzizi. That is the final heat number 1 of 4 for boys under 15 100 meter. Athletes just preparing the blocks, putting in the final settings before we get this race underway. Currently just waiting for the officials to get us underway. But it looks like we might be ready now to get the 100 meter of boys under 15 heat number 104 underway. Seems like there's a bit of technical difficulties that they're currently fixing before we get this race going. This should kick off anytime soon now.
Perfect.
100 meter boys under 15 heat number 1. And the athletes are getting onto their marks again. Let's see if this time around we'll get a clean start of the race. Oh, and it looks like it's another false start from what it looked from this side. Oh no, it looks like it's a technical problem. So all the athletes have been given the green card, which means all athletes are safe to continue running. And this time around it's a clean start in the boys under 1500 meter heat. It looks like all the action is happening in the middle over there. It all is going to be in the inside lane. Who will it be? It looks like the inside lane will be taking their one. It's going to be Aiden Bester from Gauteng, winning in a time unofficially of 10.89 seconds. Fantastic sprinting over there. A very great run from Aiden Best over there. He made it look so easy. Powerful running. 10.89 for an under 15 boy. That means he means serious business. What a great way to kick off the boys under 1500 meter heats. And in heat number 2 of 4, we've got in lane number 1 Sipose to Mangotua. In lane number 2, we've got Tevir Reddy. In lane number 3, Musadik Cornelson. In lane number 4, we've got Onarine Nishitangane. In lane number 5, we've got Lethan Carroll. In lane number 6, Sandile Modise. Lane number 7, Andile Mlenga. And lane number 8, Andre Olivier. This is the boys under 15 100 meter heat. So, Aiden Bester set the mark. He set the benchmark for the boys under 15 100 meter races. Fantastic time. Running a time of 10.89 unofficially. Maybe it will be rounded down to 10.88. We'll see once the official results are out. But fantastic race from him, winning an unofficial time of 10.89 seconds. Will anybody be able to go faster than that? It's a very fast time for under 15 boy to be running. Great stuff. Let's see what the rest of the boys will do. Boys, the 1500 meter heat number 2. Let's see what we'll be able to get. One of the athletes to look out for in this one, we've got a dangerous athlete running in lane number 6, as well as the youngster by the name of Carol Lethan. boys 1500 meter, I think we're going to give it another try. The young man running in lane number 7. Actually lane number 8, Andre Olivier. A very fast youngster. One that you can look out for running in the outside lane in lane number 8. But let's see. He's got a lot of competition. The time to beat currently, we saw a 10.89. Anybody else will go a bit faster than that in heat number 2. And immediately Andre Olivier on the outside in lane number 8 looking good, but in the middle next to him we also have Andile Mlenga also looking very strong, but it looks like it's going to be Andre Olivier as he shuts down over the line, winning in an unofficial time of 11.28 seconds. Very confident running from the young man Andre Olivier, representing the Northwest. Looks like there's an athlete with a bit of a hamstring injury. Andre Olivier winning that one very comfortably. But the time of 10.89 or 10.88, still the fastest we've seen, that coming from heat number 1. The time was ran by Aidan Bester, but in heat number 3 or 4 coming up now for boys under 1500 meter, in lane number 1 we've got Divine Mavungu. In lane number 2 we've got Ethan Mufukeng. In lane number 3 Elliot Kermis. In lane number 4 we've got Isaac Modau. In lane number 5 we've got Bongo Konke Makaza. In lane number 6 we've got Kungwayo Bartley. In lane number 7 Tapelo Moloi. This is heat number 3 or 4 for boys 100 meters. Divine Mavungu from Gauteng in lane number 1, a very fast athlete. He's one to look out for in this race. SA School's record currently sits at 10.57 seconds. That is run by D. Paro. 10.57 seconds. Let's see if any of these youngsters here will be able to get any close to that. It's a very fast time for under 15 boy. And we've got the white flag, meaning we are ready to go for the boys 100 meter heat. This is heat number 3 or 4. One of the athletes to look out for, Divine Mavangu, running in lane number 1. And it's a clean start. Boys 15, heat number 3. It looks like it's going to be in lane number 1. Divine Mavangu looking currently very good. And it looks like it's going to be Divine, but he's got company inside of him. Ooh, very close one. Very close one between Divine Mavungu and Elliot Kermis. Unofficial winning time 11.29 seconds. Not sure if Elliot was able to snatch that on the line, or if Divine Mavungu was able to hold on. very good running from these young men as well. But the time from Aiden in heat number 1, still the fastest by far, 10.8 at 9 seconds he clocked. And that brings us to the final heat. This will be heat number 4 for boys under 15, 100 meters. The fastest time we've seen so far was the 10.89 seconds in heat number 1. Heat number 2 was the 11.28, and heat number 3, 11.29. And this is the start list for heat number 4 for boys 1500 meters. In lane number 1 we got Sinhlanhla Dlamini. In lane number 2 Cole Moultrie. In lane number 3 Dylan Shippers. In lane number 4 Taviso Kobe. In lane number 5 Daniel Danhauser. In lane 6 we got Glenn Mukwego. And in lane number 7 lane number 7 we've got Dylan Welcome. As you can see there, that is heat number 4 of 4 for boys 15, 100 meters. And we're ready for heat number 4 for the boys under 15, 100 meters. Time to beat still 10.89. Let's see what heat number 4 will produce. Clean start in the boys 15 heat number 4. It looks like all the action is going to be in lane number 2. It is the man Cole Moultrie looking very good. Cole finishing in a time unofficially 11.02. That is the second fastest winning time we've seen in these heats for boys 15. And what an amazing victory for him there. Looks so comfortable, made it look so easy. Cole Moultrie winning there in an unofficial winning time of 11.02 seconds. Next up, we'll be moving to the boys under 17 100 meter heat that is coming up shortly. Getting ready for the boys under 17. We'll give you the lane draws shortly. We've got some very fast athletes in this one. One of the athletes to look out for is the athlete from Gauteng. We'll give you a full lineup of all these athletes shortly. But this is going to be a fast one. I believe we'll see another sub 11 seconds definitely in this race. In lane number 1, we've got Kiante Pinar. In lane number 2, We've got Brian Katu. In lane number 3, we've got Siabonga Masenga. Lane number 4, Armand van der Walt. Lane number 5, Ethan Thomas. Lane number 6, Luyanda Kunene. Lane number 7, Nyeleti Kubane. And in lane number 8, we've got Wouter Pino. One of the athletes to look out for in this one, Armand, running in the colors of Gauteng. He is one of the strong athletes to look out for. We can look for a very fast time from him. Let's see what the boys will produce. Will we see anything close to a 10.6 or maybe even a 10.7? Oh, it looks like there's a bit of a flinch. False start coming out of lane number 1. But it is not. They give the athletes a green card, meaning that it was a technical fault and not the fault of the athletes. Athletes will get a second chance at running this race. Look out for Armand van der Walt running in lane number 4. This man is fast, runs very relaxed, confident athlete. Let's see if he'll be able to put down another fast mark. 200 meters is main event, usually the one he focuses on. Today we get to see him in the 100 as well. And here we go. And they're out clean this time. Armand van der Walt immediately moves to the front, but he's got company on his inside. He's not going to be running alone in this one, but it is Armand. He pulls away, he looks to the left, and look at the time. 10.64. Fantastic running. He made it look so easy. I did say we can look at a time over 10.6, and that's exactly what Armand produced. Very, very, very fast running from this man. He makes it look so easy, has so much fun with it. And you can look out for him as well in the 200 meters. You can see where you'll see a very, very, very fast time there as well. Armand van der Walt taking that victory in a time of 10.64. Next up, we've got heat number 2 of 4 boys, 17-100 meters. In lane number 1, we've got Kaneng Komane. In lane number 2, Gerald Thomas. In lane number 3, we've got Siyanda Mkonza. Lane number 4, Jonathan Kivido. In lane number 5, Bongile Dladla. In lane number 6, Keenan Adams. And in lane number 7, Ilunga Kayembe. Athletes just getting their blocks ready before they are given the go-ahead to get the race started. Very important that the athletes test their blocks just to make sure that everything is a-okay. The blocks are steady. Best time to test just before the race goes off. Otherwise, you do not want to start and the block slip or something like that happens. So it's always better to test it out. boys under 17 heat number 2, and immediately as you can see in lane number 2 and 3, that's where the action is happening. It's between the two boys. Oh, but it looks like it's going to be outside KZN taking this one. KwaZulu Natal are coming through towards the end. Ilunga, Kayembe. Didn't expect that. It looked like it was going to be between Jonathan Kavido as well as Siendam Kwanza, but it's the man from KwaZulu Natal taking this. Ilunga Kayembe taking it in a time of 10.67. Wow, unofficially. The sprinters mean business. You can see the speed in these young athletes. 10.6 for the first heat, 10.6 in the second heat. Let's see what the heat number 3 will produce. And here comes heat number 3 of 4 for the boys 17 100 meters. In lane number 1, Ayatanda Mchando. In lane number 2, we got Jordan Goldswain. In lane number 3, Rulof Engelbrecht. In lane number 4, Jaden van der Berg. In lane number 5, Sotlomatso Bakeri. In lane number 6, we got Jacobus Mullins. In lane number 7, Cheslin Mello. This is heat number 3 or 4 for boys under 17. Heat number 3 or 4 for boys under 17, 100 meters. For the boys under 17 heat number 3 or 4. Athletes in the blocks.
The General Secretary for South African Schools Athletics. Mr. Olivier, can you please take a bow? Thank you, sir. Right, the head presentation is for event 1. Boys at 10 kilometers walk. Event number 1. Boys at 10 kilometers walk. Boys 19, 10 kilometers walk. Whereby the bronze medal goes to
and is the medal ceremony. Medal presentation currently underway for the athletes who competed yesterday during the first field session as well as the track session. And we're off in the 100 meters immediately. The young man from Gauteng pulling away from this one. Is it going to be Gauteng? It looks like it is going to be Gauteng. It is going to be Jaden van der Berg taking that one. Unofficial winning time 11.13 seconds.
three ladies athlete is Adisa. And the silver medal goes to William Rivers from the province. And let's go to event number 2. That is and now in this encounter we're looking at the gold medalist, who is none other than Mr. Christian Western Cape.